I want you to hit me as hard as you can.
Hi, I'm Luke Ryan for JoBlo.com and welcome to Top 5 Movie Mistakes. Whether it's Back to the Future or Baywatch, in every movie, somewhere along the way, someone has screwed up. Justice League has finally been released and has, not unsurprisingly, split opinions around the world. These days, superhero movies are the most lucrative of blockbusters and are a staple of many studios' most heavy-hitting franchises. If we cast our minds back almost 3 decades though, things were a lot different. There had been superhero movies, there had even been DC movies, with Superman hitting screens in 1978, but the big branded superhero blockbuster event was truly born in the summer of 1989 when Tim Burton's Batman was released. It was an advertising juggernaut, and despite an at the time questionable casting choice in Michael Keaton playing Bruce Wayne, the film was a big hit. It paved the way for the modern day superhero film being a viable success, and something that could be banked on for a guaranteed return. This led to a whole slew of Batman sequels that arguably descended into commercialization hell, but it nevertheless started something that has become a big part of our movie-going experiences today, for better or worse. The film was also great, and has endured thanks to its memorable performances, particularly Jack Nicholson's scenery-devouring turn as the Joker, but also the film's incredible production design, gothic atmosphere, and iconic score from Danny Elfman have all helped to make it stand the test of time. Like any film though, it's sure to suffer from the usual goofs and slip-ups that can be found in any movie, so let's chip away at some of the nostalgia and see what movie mistakes are hiding under the cowl of Batman. Number 5. Do you remember when I called Danny Elfman's score iconic? Well, of course you do, that was 10 seconds ago. Well, Prince was on hand to provide the soundtrack for Batman, and the results were not so iconic. Regardless, one of the more memorable scenes in the film is when the Joker is holding a party on the streets of Gotham, tossing out money to the public. Let's take a look, listen to some Prince, and keep your eyes peeled for the mistake. Did you catch it? Well, in this shot, reflected in the window of the building opposite, we can see the lighting rig set up by the film crew to light the scene. Number 4. Let's watch another quick moment from the film when Vicki Vale introduces herself to Knox at the Gotham Globe offices.
Hello, Lex.
I'm reading your stuff.
Well, I'm reading yours.
Hi, I'm Vicki Vale.
Vicki Vale, yeah, photographer, Vogue, Cosmo, yeah. Listen, if you want me to pose nude, you're gonna need a long lens.
This one is fairly minor, but I just can't fathom how these things happen at the same time. If we look at the front of the newspaper Vicki is holding in this shot, when the shot changes, it's a completely different layout. Why wouldn't they just, have one prop newspaper for the scene and stick with it? Number 3. Another scene that has a Prince song for a backdrop is when Joker and his crew are defacing paintings and sculptures at a museum. I love how much joy the Joker takes in being a complete asshole here. One of his cronies slaps his handprints all over this painting, but in the next shot, yep, gone. The handprints literally disappear instantaneously. Number 2. In the final showdown with Batman at the top of a bell tower, the Joker gets his face bloodied up by the Dark Knight. Eventually he falls to his timely death. The mistake is where the blood on his face appears. In the previous moments his chin was splattered with blood, but once he's landed on the ground, His chin is clear of blood, even if a few streaks appear elsewhere on his face. Where did the blood in his chin go, unless a member of the GCPD carefully cleaned it off to make the Clown Prince of Crime look a little bit more dignified in death? But I think we all know the answer to that one. They just messed up. Number 1. In the previously mentioned scene at the museum, Joker corners Vicki Vale and Batman comes to her rescue. Let's take a look.
You're insane. I thought I was a Pisces. Come on, let's make up. Have a little whiff of my posy. Hold on. Where does it get those wonderful toys?
So there's two things in that scene to point out, beyond how amazing that one-liner from Joker was. First of all, when Batman crashes through the glass, we can see the wire lowering the stuntman down. And while Batman always uses gadgets, including the one he used to make a quick getaway, he does land in the next shot without any visible support from a wire. So that's one. But the other mistake is when Batman and Vicki set off on the wonderful toy. It's split-second stuff, but you can just about spot a crew member's hand on Kim Basinger's waist, probably there to support her weight.
You weigh a little more than 108.
Oh, really?
Let's go.
Or just giving her an extra push out of camera shot, who knows, but there's definitely an inexplicable hand in this scene, and you know what? It ruins the entire film. This movie needs an enema. Okay, maybe it doesn't. It's still pretty cool. In fact, it's great. I love it. I've been Luke Ryan for JoBlo.com. Make sure you subscribe to the JoBlo Videos channel for more original content like this, and thanks for watching.